Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Group Chat. We have another hot week.
Hot.
LA is going to win a championship this year. Drake is unbeatable, as we pretty much knew. And you want to know who else is unbeatable?
Who?
The Russians.
No one's hotter than the Russians.
Welcome to Group Chat. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Group Chat. I am your co-host, Drama. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Young and Reckless and the host of the Short Story Long podcast, everywhere where podcasts exist.
Dee Murthy here, co-founder of the Menlo Club, and probably going to do a world tour for Group Chat soon.
Oh, man, we are on fire.
We've done Long Beach. We've done Las Vegas.
What's
We're
next?
Taking L's. A lot of L cities.
L cities, but no L's, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we're on fire. We did Short Story Long live on Friday.
Thursday.
That was Thursday. We did Group Chat live on Saturday.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Especially Saturday, I was like a couple of tequilas in.
Sure.
Had 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Felt good.
It works well.
Yeah.
I got to say, like, especially after the third time, it works well. And I saw somebody post, one of the guys that we were talking to for a while, that he's listened to the podcast for years, you know, all the podcasts, and that he got the invitation to fly to watch it live, and he accepted.
Yeah.
And he wrote this nice post about, like, when you're given an opportunity to meet these types of people.
It's awesome.
So we're making an impact.
Yeah, I mean, I think like there's like this whole, I was thinking about it from the trade show perspective.
Yeah.
So where does trade shows lie in this new world? And it's tough because most of these businesses are going to be direct to consumer going forward, right? All industries. And how does a trade show, I still think there's a reason for physically people to get together.
Yep.
And what Complex Con, what Agenda is doing, to me, is such a good example of the future.
Yep.
I always feel apparel brands are always kind of first in marketing.
Yep.
They lag in a lot of other areas, but in marketing, they're usually cutting edge. Beauty companies, fashion companies. And just that energy that you can create by now engaging, like we're essentially at a trade show talking to our customer, but with content.
Yeah.
Not trying to say, come check out our clothes. Chinatown Market had a booth. They were screen printing your own shirt. Do whatever you want. Like, to me, that's how, like, the future of a lot of these industries. Like, I'm trying to think. Do you remember when we launched a failed frozen burrito brand?
I sure do. Like it was yesterday.
Do you remember going to the show? Did you go to Vegas?
Yeah, I did.
And it was literally, like, the most depressing thing on earth.
Yeah.
Imagine the worst version of a clothing show.
That's worse than you can imagine.
Worse, right? Like,
It's
people
bad.
literally hawking frozen food.
Yeah, it's a weird crowd. What's funny is we've seen like CES and Agenda Magic Complex Con and just 7-Elevenville. Yeah. And man, they are different worlds.
Different worlds. And the thing is, but imagine in the frozen food, you know, thing, you had like the CEOs, you had the people, you had the consumers in there as well. Yeah. Talking, like everyone was interacting. Yeah. Like, I said it at the Agenda thing, and I want to say it again about the comment my sales rep always used to make, which is food tastes better in a crowded restaurant. Yeah. And if Agenda on Saturday was packed. Yeah. And the energy was different.
But why?
Because they let the customer in.
Yeah. It was cricket town on Thursday when it was business only. Yeah. And then on Saturday, it just felt like something different. Like it was kids. There was a huge line. The music was louder.
You just felt, and it was young. Yeah. You know, like it was cool that it was so young. It wasn't like Complex Con skews a little bit older. Yep. Like it felt a good 10 years older. Yeah. Whereas like I haven't seen high school kids anywhere. Yeah. You know, because everything prices out those kids in most cases. Yeah. But like there was a ton of high school kids that were wearing their Champion hoodies, and they were you know, waiting in line for yogurt and watching the skateboarding and the music, and like it just felt good. And I felt like, man, this is how all these industries need to evolve. Yep. Even our industry needs to be more of that. Like how do we do it on a bigger scale in the future? Like, do we put on, like, you do Short Story Long, we do Group Chat, we do live vlogs, we invite our customers. Like, what is that physical space for someone like us? Yep. Even if it's a smaller venue, like 500 people. Yep. But, like, how do we talk to our customer? Because I think we're always trying to figure that out, and I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. It was cool to see the difference of the two things. It was cool to sort of do the exercise of doing both of these podcasts live and see what that even felt like. It's a different dynamic, you know? It's different when you have a crowd reacting, or you feel like you're getting stale, or like the pressure is a lot more, right?
Yeah, I feel like
here
we
can
faster.
ramble. We can ramble for 10 minutes and forget we even did it.
You go faster when you're on that stage.
Yeah.
And we obviously don't have a lot of fans yet.
Yeah.
But just the idea of like, you don't want them to feel
bored.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And the worst thing ever, I've seen this at shows before and I thought about it, is like people getting up and leaving in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize how devastating that could be.
I feel bad now going to the bathroom in like the middle of a weekend concert.
I might never do it again. And then what about you? You're launching a new, because you were running over the weekend.
Yeah.
Are you doing a new running challenge?
So I think this is the real reason why I wanted to share this was, so 18 months ago, we launched an activewear brand called Grand AC, Grand Athletic Club. And we started it off by sponsoring professional athletes, buying Facebook ads, Instagram ads, the stuff that we normally do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, introduce it to our membership and hope they engage and go from there. Yeah. The product we made is incredible. The price points are accessible. It's my favorite stuff we've ever made. The challenge became, it's a very difficult market. Think about activewear. That's Nike, that's Adidas, that's Under Armour, Reebok, and then Lululemon, and then 1,000 small brands. Yeah. And it's very, very difficult to break through in this market. And I realized we have to take a more unique approach. And the most unique thing that we had going for us, and it's not even that unique, it's that we have a run club. And we launched it last August, about a year ago. And it was a bunch of people meeting in West Hollywood every Saturday and running, led by our guy, Luke. And Luke is probably the most passionate person I know about running.
And like, about just about anything.
Yeah, he's just a passionate dude. Yeah. Shout out to you. I know you listen to group chat.
Yeah.
He's just so passionate. And he would literally guys would pick up a girl at a bar. He picks up runners. Like if you're
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he's just one of those guys. He's just so passionate, and he just wants people to be active and healthy, positive mind state. And
this is a good thing. And Luke, you know, we love you. We're not. I'm not by any means saying this is negative, but somebody that I know that works for one of the two companies. Almost compared it to like how club promoters, like if you're a hot girl, and you go to a club once, and then your phone on Friday night never stops ringing. Like, hey, you gonna come out tonight? You want to come out tonight? That's how Luke is with anyone who has ran once. You know, it's like, yo, let's go this week, man. Get excited. Here we go. He's good. He's
really good at it. And so we started this run club, and it really started building a momentum. And then 1 month last October, I was like, you know what? I want to do a run challenge for myself. 75 miles. I'm going to see if I can run. I put it on social media, and it kind of, you know, went like mini viral for me.
Yeah.
And hundreds of people participated. Then we did it again in January.
Yeah.
Then 1,000 people participated. And now we're here in July, and now it's become a thing. So I'm challenging people to run 75 miles. You can keep track of it using any one of the running apps like Nike, Strava, whatever you use.
Is there any way to know that somebody's not like in their car driving 75 miles?
So car doesn't pick it up. Bike only gets picked up by Strava.
Yeah.
And it puts a logo next to it because it can tell by speed. You can fake it. Yep. There's definitely ways you can do it.
But you'd have to bike like a 9-minute mile.
I lay the karma down on you on Instagram when I smell it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, where did you run?
Yeah.
How do you run? What's your pace? Oh, you could tell. You see the paces. If you're like someone like me, I run the same exact pace within 10 seconds every single run. Yeah. And look, if you're going to cheat my run challenge, you. That's what I say to you.
One way or another, karma's gonna get you. I'm just saying you could figure out what a 10-minute mile is on a bike. And just sort of be like riding. Like a Nike
I'm sure you can. 100% you can.
I was just curious about that.
But if you complete it, I give everyone a gift card to buy whatever Grand AC you want, $50 gift card, and then the Grand champion will get $3,000 cash Venmo'd from me.
Venmo?
Yeah.
You just go straight
Venmo, old school.
You don't have to wait for a weird check and something.
I want the Venmo to hit.
Wow.
So I Venmo'd the last guy $2,500, but he ran 500 miles, which is insane.
500 miles in a month?
Yes.
How is that even possible?
He runs 7 miles to school back and forth every day.
Wow, good for him. So is that guy excluded from this one?
I was going to block him on Instagram so he doesn't see it.
I think you should just have a rule where you can't win twice.
I'll just block him.
He runs 500 miles. He's gonna run and come find you.
No. School's out.
True. See if you can keep that
Where
same
you
energy.
Running? Boy,
if he's running 500, yeah. I'm just saying exclude the champion.
Yeah,
and that's cool though. So,
but the whole purpose is to really bring brand awareness, get people active, get people healthy. Because my theory is if you do participate in the challenge and you do feel good and there's some life altering thing happens because of this challenge, you may become a customer of ours.
Yeah.
Because they're like, wow, this brand pushed me to do something out of my comfort zone. And at the end of the day, there's no negative. Like, you're gonna get in shape, you're gonna get active, and you're gonna feel good at the end of it. And I want our brand to be the reason why that happened.
Yeah. If all else fails, you'll have a lot of new friends.
I do have a lot of new friends. I'm actually going running. I'm gonna go on the road and go running. So I have a planned trip in San Diego, Las Vegas, Scottsdale, probably San Francisco, and I'm gonna see if I can do a quick New York, go in the morning, come back at night.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have the baby, I'd feel a little more flexible in timing. But I want to go do day trips and go run with people.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Good for you, man. I'm glad that I don't have an athletic brand. It's a lot of work.
But July, by the end of the month, I'm gonna be dead.
Dead. Flying like you flew like 50,000 miles and ran 50. Jesus. Okay, good. Well, cool. Everyone watching, sign up, get involved. What do? Just follow you on Instagram. They'll get all the details.
Yeah.
Follow Grand AC.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Great. Now let's get into it. The best news ever.
Big news.
I'm so happy.
So one thing about me, I don't know if you know this or not, but really I'm just a kid from Akron that took my talents to LA.
So you're early LeBron.
Yeah, and what I'm happy to announce is there's another one of us now, and that's LeBron James. You know?
So let me ask you a question before we dive into how excited I am.
Yep.
Do you care that this Cleveland guy, Akron guy, is leaving?
Not one bit.
Not one bit. Because I did get a DM from cousin Gary. Unbelievable.
He's happy though.
He is.
Did he tell you he was happy?
No, he didn't. He just said unbelievable. So I took that as anger.
No. He took it as like, you know what, Magic probably did a good job, and he gave us all he had. I'm glad he gave us a championship.
I think if he hadn't given them a championship, like I saw that on House of Highlights, the guy that was about to burn his jersey and then lifted up and burned a picture of Steph. And kept
and another guy had the jersey like on a grill, and then he put a note that said "Thank you, LeBron."
Yeah,
I just think that after watching, I don't know much at all about basketball. After watching those last couple series, how can you be mad at the guy? Like the guy gave everything he had to try to bring wins there. I mean, it would have been nice for them to be able to stack a team around him and him. Trust me, if I had I guess I would first want him to stay there and to build a team around him and to win 5 more rings.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, there's not a piece of me that blames him. And if he's going to go anywhere, selfishly, I'm glad it's here because we get all the...
Yeah, and I just think from a strategic business decision, at Agenda, I was saying, what we were saying, what's the hottest city in the world?
Yeah.
Obviously, LeBron's going to come to the hottest city in the world.
Yeah, and he's like producing weird things.
He's doing movies. His like
Undisputed. What's that called?
Uninterrupted.
Yeah. he's got a nice house in Brentwood.
Yeah. And
we should have seen it coming. They were fixing up that house months ago. And you heard a rumor that saw a video of them packing his Sprinter.
On Friday.
Come on, his kids are enrolled already. And
they're supposedly enrolled, the son, in Sierra Canyon High School, which is a school that I grew up near.
Yep.
And it's a private school, and they sucked at sports growing up. But now they have every NBA player's son, and they're like the top 5 team in the country, probably number 1.
But isn't it the nerdy son?
No.
Oh, it's
Bronny.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. The nerdy son, I'm sure, will follow along.
Yeah, but he's not playing basketball, right? He's going to
they got an esports team.
Yeah. Oh, man. I was going to put him on some sort of like neuroscientist or something, and you put him in esports.
But I think like what I'm most excited about is going back to also Cleveland, before we get to the excitement level, Dan Gilbert blew this.
Yeah.
I think it's a great lesson in poor management.
Yeah.
Because
do you know why? I know they didn't get along very well.
It came down to when he originally left, Dan Gilbert wrote this scathing letter about LeBron. And so after that, LeBron was like in a bad kind of situation with him.
Yep.
And then when he finally decided to come back, I don't think Dan Gilbert opened him, open arms and like really played the cards right.
Yeah.
And now, when it was time to make that decision, I don't even think he met with him. He didn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure Cleveland wasn't even informed. They probably found out like we did.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think he had loyalty to his former employer because of the way he was treated. And Dan Gilbert, you have the most important athlete probably ever, and you mistreated him. Yeah. And so
your investment in the sense of like, you're not even a smart businessman.
Yeah. Like it was such a fumble by him, because I actually think despite all the opportunity in LA, and it's obviously a better city, it's more blockbuster than anything.
Yeah.
If there was an inkling that he could win in Cleveland, I think he would have stayed.
Yeah. I think he would have.
I think he likes being...
I heard that the family would have rather stayed. Savannah wanted to stay there.
Because they just have a life there.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think her family's there. I mean, they're all from there.
Yeah.
But LA's hot.
LA's so hot. And, I put on Instagram that I'll be friends with anyone who has seats.
How'd that go? Did anyone reach out and say, hey?
I got some really funny responses. Yeah. Luckily, I have 2 sets of friends who have courtside seats.
Yeah.
So I just have to...
You got to start now.
I have to make sure I have to refresh our friendships.
Yeah. You got a big weekend. You got to go have some dinners, buy some drinks, maybe babysit some children.
Yeah, I'll babysit their kids.
Yeah, that'd be great. How excited are you, scale of 1 to 10?
400.
Is there any better move that LeBron could have made for you?
No, because I haven't been a Laker fan since Kobe got Shaq to leave.
Yeah.
And when that happened, Shaq was my favorite player.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm off the Lakers. And I'm not one of these people, I grew up in LA, I have to be loyal to LA. No, I don't have to be loyal to anything.
No.
They don't pay me.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to whoever the fuck I want to be loyal to.
Yeah. Is the majority of your loyalty in the NBA to LeBron James?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
Once he leaves, maybe it'll be to his son.
Yeah. Have you gotten a lot of backlash on social media so far? Because at the moment the news launched, I mean, you made it pretty clear.
Yeah,
that you're now a Laker fan.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna win. I love dropping the after the fact.
Yeah,
I think it's super important to be a part of it.
Any backlash?
Yeah, of course. People are like, it must be rough going from Cleveland to Miami to Cleveland to LA. I'm like, yeah, but I flew first class, so it's okay.
And you were we went to all cities.
Yeah.
You went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
I was going to say they're all great cities, but Miami and LA are a little bit more
I feel
fun.
bad because I don't think I'll ever go to Cleveland again now.
No, you won't. Unless Baker, some weird miracle happens.
I would go watch Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. He's now the king of Cleveland now.
But they're still going to suck, right?
Yeah. who knows? They have good players.
Well, LA's hot.
Yeah, I think I want to see the moves LeBron and his team make. Like his team being off the court team, like Maverick Carter, Rich Paul, what are they going to do? What moves are they going to make? Like, here's the thing, like Kobe never had like the squad making moves, like taking over LA.
Yeah.
LeBron's going to be meeting with every billionaire. He's going to be having dinners and hosting parties, and like, we're going to see him out.
Yeah.
Like, I never saw Kobe out.
Yeah.
We're going to see LeBron at Nice Guy.
Yeah.
We're going to see LeBron at, Delilah on a Saturday night having, hosting a party for Nike or something.
Yeah.
Like,
are Brian and John already in the LeBron?
Oh, yeah. They're like...
Great. Good work,
Brian, who was a very anti-LeBron guy, is now running. He's like, of course we have the best player in the world. We're so happy to have him.
Like anti-LeBron until Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Well, so everyone in LA was, because they're so like obsessed with Kobe Bryant that now they finally, now that he plays on our team.
Now everyone's, the beef is over.
Yeah, beef is over.
Well, it's exciting. Like we said before, it's a really exciting time for LA.
I think you just put the stamp on it.
It did.
Because when you win in sports, on top of being a hot city,
yeah,
it's like the energy of the city is like on another level.
Oh, it's going to be insane. When does the football stadium open? 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
Okay, and then my next question is, because I'm not very good at sports, is there any chance the Lakers could win the championship this year?
I mean, we're still waiting on a few other players to commit. So Kawhi Leonard, who plays for the Spurs, hates the Spurs, wants to come to LA.
But they got to trade like half their team.
But if they don't trade him, he's a free agent next year. So they'll get nothing for him.
Yeah.
So my guess is there will be some move made by him. I just don't know if the Spurs would send him to LA.
Could LeBron and Kawhi?
I think LeBron and Kawhi could win. I mean, LeBron 2 years ago beat the Warriors with nobody.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Just curious. Okay. Another person who is on top, killing the game, can't be stopped by a couple stupid little diss records.
Yeah.
Drake.
Jesus.
His projections are in.
Yeah.
It's about 900,000, which I'm going to be honest, has to be kind of annoying just because the word 1 million sounds so much better. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's still early in the week, right?
If it's like 920,000, I'd be like, damn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, whatever. He's the number one record.
Just saying, I think at Drake level, those are your Drake problems.
It still doesn't make sense. I don't understand how the streams equate to sales again. I think we've talked about it before. Like X amount of streams equal a record sold.
Yep.
But like, I can't think of an album that's been bigger than this in a very long time, and it still only equates to 900,000 records sold.
Yeah.
It's just an antiquated way of even... like, we shouldn't even be looking at it like that. Like, I'd rather hear it from a way like, how many minutes of his music was listened to?
Sure, but that's too much to remember. You know, like, you want to hear like 900,000, 1 million. You want to know who does more? Adele still. Just saying, it doesn't make sense.
I'm
not saying I'd like Adele.
When was the last time Adele put out any music?
Whenever she did, it was like 5 million.
Let me tell you, I
week.
was not part of her record sales or her streams. I don't need to listen to her depressing, self-loathing music.
Listen, I'm just saying, that gives you an idea of how big she is. And you
literally,
don't hear people driving around all weekend listening to Adele.
Huge.
I don't get it. But anyway, he crushed it. Obviously, the beef made no difference.
No. What about... so, you know, I was clowning on Saturday that he didn't do any merch.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, he released merch.
Saw that. But still, just a poor rollout.
I know. It's like, I don't want my name on the jacket.
No. Oh, that's what he does?
It's
executive produced by...
Yeah. I didn't executive produce it. Why would I want my name on it?
That's corny. Oh, that's what that stupid app is.
What?
You get it from an app.
Oh.
You get it from like a I'm so sick of these stupid apps. That Wave app that Kanye did his streaming on, and this like stupid I messed up my merch app that Drake's doing his thing on. Like, just have an incredible capsule, maybe designed by an artist that releases at all the flagship stores and online at this time, the day the album comes out. Yeah,
I mean, I think it's really, really big missed opportunity that he didn't have merch.
Stupid. But I will say one thing about Drake in general as a human being: fashion has never been integrated into his thing.
It's almost like he purposely dresses
bad.
Yeah.
He's like an athlete. You know, he's kind of like an athlete. Like, yeah, you might get like a hot item here and there, but like, you're just not like, you don't look at him as a fashion guy. Yeah. Even though people would have bought the merch at an insane level, and he has obviously the clout to pull off anything he wants in the world, like with any collaboration, anything. But whatever, he doesn't care. I mean, he's selling 1 million first week. He's incredibly rich. He doesn't. What's it matter?
You know, I think it's interesting because, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce released their album, nowhere to be found on the charts.
Cricket Town.
Taylor Swift, did she release an album?
Did she?
Like 6 months ago?
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah,
Cricket.
She did. Yeah, she's done. Never would have thought that would happen, but she's out of here.
In this new streaming era, like one of the things that music newsletter that I follow was talking about.
The lawyer guy?
Yeah, lawyer guy, Bob Lefsetz. He was talking about how, you know, all the information is presented to the world today by streaming data. This is what people listen to. Hip hop. One Adele song, maybe.
Adele album.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? And like, you don't see the music industry like shifting fast enough, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, in what way? Like, what would you like them to do that they're not?
Why are you putting out pop music? It's over.
Oh, you just want pop music to just be dead.
Or evolve. Like, why would if you're sitting somewhere and you're signing art? Didn't Ariana Grande release now?
I think so. Anyone hear a secret Ariana
like
fan?
No one even knows she released it, if she did or didn't.
Yeah, I know she has new singles and stuff.
I haven't heard it.
I don't. Yeah, I get it, man. But here's the other thing: you have to, if you're a label, you still have to. I mean, number one, those albums are still making money, and number two, eventually, hip hop is going to trend out. We just don't know what yeah. It's not just hip hop for the rest of humanity.
Why?
It's never worked that way.
But things have changed now because there's now the artists can talk to the customer directly.
Do you know 3 years from now we're going to be in a recession and everyone's going to be listening to like screamo music again?
What kind of music?
Screamo.
What's that mean?
It's where they scream and they're emotional. That's all I know.
It's like, well, give me an artist that's
Anyone,
a screamo.
I know somebody in their childhood listened. Death Cab for Cutie? No?
Not screamo.
What is it?
It'd be like
Paramore? What's that?
That's like pop punk. It'd be like As LA Dying or like Senses Fail or Seyo Center.
Senses Fail. Ever heard of them?
No.
Didn't think
and
so.
they were never big.
When the economy fails, senses fail.
I just think it's just going to be depressing rap music.
No, I get it. But all I'm saying is it will evolve. It will evolve. Think of the history of where music...
I think it's evolution's genre filled with hip-hop. Like, I think electronic music becomes a little more hip-hop. Like, country gets a little hip-hop
But I don't think
infused.
it'll be like the hottest new artist will be Smoke Perp.
Sure, I can agree with that. I just think the genre of hip-hop has been underserved for so long.
I agree. It has a long moment coming.
Yeah.
I'm saying don't be surprised when some iteration of a Katy Perry is the hottest album again.
Katy Perry, huh?
Think about how hot. Think about Katy Perry. Think about what Britney Spears was. Think about... It's just a hip-hop moment. In my opinion. Just saying.
I just think now that the customer can pick what they want to listen to and not be forced... Like, no one listens to the radio and says, oh, this is... I just discovered this new Ariana Grande.
Yeah, but you're still heavily persuaded. Did you see that clip of where all of the front of Spotify was Drake?
Yeah.
So Spotify is now the record store, right? When you walk in, you're still hit by...
Drake.
And the playlists are still the radio. So you're still hit by whatever's served to you, which there's a lot of politics still involved. Yeah. And you still have to go discover what you want.
I know, but it's just heavy hip-hop right now.
Yeah, right now.
Which is nuts. I didn't have that much faith in the evolution of hip hop being.
And let me be clear, I couldn't be happier, and I wish it would last forever.
Like, I was literally, I'm trying to put together my running playlist since I'm running. I have too many songs. I have to run longer, because between Kanye records.
That's good for your run challenge.
Yeah, Kid Cudi records.
Yeah.
Nas records.
Yeah.
Tiana
Taylor.
One Tiana Taylor song.
Yeah. Adele.
No Adele. Drake records.
Yeah.
And then I gotta mix in some of the hot new young kids.
Yeah.
Young bands. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nuts. There's amazing. Too much music.
I couldn't be happier, and I think that it's amazing. I'm not saying I'm just saying enjoy the moment, because you could just wake up one day and realize we're in some weird futuristic emo pop stuff and the glory days are over.
Hopefully I'm too old.
Think about rock and roll fans.
What happened to them?
They're now forced to listen to hip hop.
I live off Sunset Boulevard. They're walking around there.
They're still there.
They hang out in front of the whiskey
for what used to be.
It's 1981, waiting for Slash to come out.
Exactly.
All day, tight leather pants, froey hair, dyeing it.
That's going to be us. Hanging out with our rap clothes on, pretending like it's the glory days with our Owl OVO shirts. Remember when Drake, this new music is trash. You should listen to Scorpion. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
My question for you, D,
yeah,
is do you think, luxury is huge, right? It's the thing. Hip hop is the thing. Luxury is the thing. These are the things.
Yeah.
Are sneakers the gateway to luxury brands?
Yeah, we were reading that article in Business of Fashion, and I was like, ooh, sneakers might be the marijuana of luxury.
The gateway drug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start with sneakers. Next thing you know, you're buying a dress, the cocaine of Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, you're high as shit on a designer jacket.
I was just thinking about it because, I remember when luxury, I heard the CEO of Gucci speak at Harvard, and he said that in Japan, they had 97% penetration among women. 97% of women owned something Gucci in certain age demographic.
Wow. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I forgot
it's
what age.
hard for me to even believe.
Yeah.
97?
It's something crazy like that, right?
Okay.
And it was working women that owned something of Gucci. And whether or not it's true, it was a high-ass number.
Yep.
And in men's, that was never the case. Maybe there was a guy that had a wallet.
Yep.
There was a guy that had, a bag or something. But sneakers have really changed the way luxury brands are now attacking the men's market.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty interesting that they're making such a casual product that guys are now attaching themselves to. Like, so if you buy that Balenciaga sneaker, do you end up buying the Balenciaga jacket? Yeah. Do you end up buying the Balenciaga shirt?
Did that article have an answer to that question?
No, it was really just talking about how brands have attracted a new customer with sneakers. That they were not speaking to a whole group of guys and girls too. Yeah. And sneakers has opened up their audience, right? Because like even me, like I never used to walk into Balenciaga. I mean, I just assumed it was a women's brand that sold bags to women. Like that's how I perceived the brand to be. Yeah. And then now because of the sneakers, I like to pop my head in there. I like to see what Louis Vuitton's doing. I like to see, the brands that had notoriously been known to have men's stuff. I'll go check it out. And like even Versace, they launched that chain reaction sneaker with like a former basketball shoe designer. And like that got people into the Versace stores to go look at it. And so I don't know, I think it's pretty interesting to see how it all evolves. But it's kind of like it's a moment like it is for music, like how streaming is so important. Sneakers are so important. Yeah. Now I'm curious to see will the rest of the outfit come from luxury. Like, are guys going to wear Balenciaga denim if you don't know what it is? Probably not.
I just want to guess and say I don't think so. Because I think that part of the reason why sneakers get so much attention is because you can wear an H&M shirt and jeans and they have the same look as the designer ones and nobody knows. Yeah. And I think like you can spend your whole paycheck on a pair of designer sneakers, but to get the whole outfit, like you have to legitimately be rich.
Yeah, that's true.
I just think like, so if you wear H&M Supreme hoodie, which is, affordable-ish. Yeah. And then some Balenciaga shoes. Hot. You could, you could spend, it's not a wise way to spend your money, but you can, and you can look the exact same as the guy who makes $10 million a year. Yeah. No different. Yeah. So I think that's what's happening. I think that you get the credit for the shoes, maybe the brand on the hoodie or the jacket.
I want to do I wish you could do a survey of the average income of a Balenciaga sneaker
owner.
I bet you it's really low.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty shocking.
Yeah, I don't think it's what we think it is.
There's so many Balenciaga shoes in our office. Literally, it looks like Paris Fashion Week. Unclear. I don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell.
That's the policy on luxury sneakers.
On designer in this office.
Don't ask,
the
don't
designer
tell.
Policy in the Young and Reckless office is don't ask, don't tell. Well, we'll see what happens. I think it was an interesting look at it. I think either way, it's an interesting moment that designer shoes are so hot, because I remember for the longest time, you could buy wallets, you could buy bags, you could buy whatever you wanted. You never bought the shoes. Yeah. Like Louis Vuitton shoes used to look so
I know.
whack.
Now when I see, every time I go to I went to get an acai bowl, a backyard bowl on Beverly the other day. Yeah. Everyone's wearing Gucci sneakers. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah. And there's the weird trend of fake Gucci's like a thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see.
I want those Louis Vuitton Virgil first with the basketball ones. Yeah. Those are hot.
Those are good. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Speaking of Virgil, he did an interview with Naomi Campbell for Vogue. Yeah. What did he cover? It was short, to the point.
Yeah, it was like 7-8 minutes long. Definitely worth watching if you never just hear him speak. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. They kind of talked about, a lot of it was based upon how it's such a big cultural moment. And I think I like that he made it clear, I'm representing all those people that know that this is an impossible job to get. Yeah, yeah. And why I really liked it was heavily dedicated to Kanye.
What did he say?
He pretty much said that picture that they posted with, in Paris at the outside the Comme des Garçons show. Yep. There's the 10 of them, his
the throwback.
Yeah. Yeah. So they pretty much Kanye said, 10 years ago, whenever that picture was, it was, we have to be in Paris at Fashion Week because this is where the creators are. Yeah. And if we want to be a part of the conversation, we have to be there. Yeah. So he's he brought us all here and said, this is where we're going to make our mark. Yeah. And he's no one was paying attention to us then. There was no street style photographers. There was nothing. And he's we went there and you really think about they were not invited guests of that community. Mm-hmm. They kind of barged their way in and made themselves known. So I think he gave credit to how much Kanye had to do to break those walls down, to let people like him do what they can do.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed that part of it because I feel like because of Kanye's energy, it gets overlooked what he's done for so many people.
Yeah.
Just think about it from like a music level, right? Like, what artist has Jay-Z put on that's still around? I can't think of, besides Kanye, Rihanna.
Yeah.
But like, think about all those Rockefeller artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Like Beanie Siegel didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, Memphis bleak.
Yeah,
it's bleak.
It's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about Kanye, 2 Chainz, Travis Scott, Big Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still, sure, the list is.
And the thing for me is when you go not only the artist, but when you then go into like Virgil
Yes.
and those people, it's a different type of
Yeah.
putting people on than.
That's
than
why,
just
like,
I said Rihanna because that is true, and I think sometimes people think that all of Jay-Z's people were a flop, but that's more just like signing an artist and saying, here you go, here's everything you need. But he put people's like careers on, which is different.
Yeah, and I think, and he's still involved with them. He's still creatively involved with them. And then looking at what they're doing, you know, with all these new emerging artists and brands. And think about like, he brought like, of course, Murakami was huge, but young people didn't know who Murakami was until Kanye West put him on the album cover years ago. You know, it's just, I can't think of how many things Kanye has put on. And I think it's underlooked all the time of his influence on a lot of people. Yeah. And I like that Virgil, who's now in this position of power, saying, hey, this is the reason. Like, people that look like me, people like my background, were never involved in this community. Yeah. And now he's, you know, in Paris with Naomi Campbell on a cool couch talking about Louis Vuitton. Like,
I really feel like the Drake Pusha beef forced Drake to claim his baby and forced Virgil to claim Kanye West. Yeah. You know, because he had the diss of I would never let a Virgil in my circle. Yeah. And it seemed like they never spoke publicly. Yeah. And after that, they're like crying and hugging. And, you know what I mean? And now Drake's like, you know, putting out photos of the baby.
Is there a photo of the baby?
There's a photo of the baby.
Where? On his gram?
I saw it on... No, it's not like an official, like, baby Drake.
Like how I had my official.
It was more like a sneak, you know. I think it was like the mom holding the baby, and
Drake was there.
Nope.
You know, he's talking about kissing the baby on the forehead. This, that. When are they hanging out?
He said that he saw him once in the album.
Once.
Yeah.
So he literally is a deadbeat dad.
Listen, man, 920 album streams. Leave him alone. Okay, moving on. Another big win for Russia.
Yeah. Russia's the only thing harder than LA is Russia.
Yeah. LeBron, I'm surprised LeBron didn't go to Russia.
They rigged our election.
Yeah.
Big win. Yeah. They get the president they want.
Sure did.
They're going to go have their big summit and God knows where in a few months, few weeks, whenever. And I'm sure some great things will happen for them after that meeting. Donald Trump will give them Alaska or some shit. Yeah. And then they beat Spain in the World Cup in penalty kicks. I mean, I don't follow soccer very closely, but I watch all the big games. I know who the big players are. So I'm watching Russia play Spain. And, you know, Spain has, like, Sergio Ramos, all these huge mega names. And, you know, you're like, who? Russia? Yeah. Unless they're doping, I assume they're getting their ass kicked.
Doping. They gotta be doping. They're just, man.
I think they are doping. I'm okay with doping also.
Yeah, but not if it's a one-sided doping.
I don't think
you both got to dope.
Okay, then.
2 dopes or no dopes. You know what I mean? If it's a battle of who can dope the best, I'm down for it. But if it's like just Russia doping and fake newsing and hacking Facebook, it's not fair. It's not fair, guys. You got to play fair.
You know what?
I feel like they're going to own the world in a couple years.
Can you imagine the positive energy in Russia right now? Right? They just beat Spain.
I still feel like they're really negative. It's when I picture Russians, it's just like, oh,
I think they're chugging down vodka and having a great time.
Okay. I think a few people are.
But by the way, they're hosting the World Cup. It's not like it's just, this is a home team win.
I just picture the leaders happy as hell, rich, chugging vodka, and everyone else in the place just pissed off and fighting each other.
So you remember Icarus, the documentary on Netflix? And the whole premise of why the Russian team was doping was to win a lot of gold medals so that the sentiment in the country would be positive so they can go bomb the hell out of the Ukraine and wherever else, right?
Yeah.
So all I'm thinking after the win is like, what is this guy going to do now?
Yeah.
Because now this is bigger than the Olympics.
Yeah.
World Cup, beating Spain in the World Cup, if you're a soccer fan, is like, is like you know, my high school team beating LeBron in a professional game. So I just think this is such a monumental thing. I'm just like, Putin's like, all right, everyone loves Russia right now. Let's go do something fun.
Yeah. Where are the missiles pointed?
Yeah.
Vladimir.
Yeah.
Just give us a heads up. Because I have a feeling there's a lot of heat on us right now. And I don't like that feeling. And our president is just his biggest fan.
Yeah. I mean, did you see all the sports reporters? They go, finally, a sports team that is invited to the White House.
That's good. They'll all be there. Darn it, man. And it's amazing how upset the Mexico fans were. You know, like even the people that work at my building and the guy who was valeting my car, like everyone's just sad. And I was like,
morning.
Yeah,
from
I was
Brazil.
like, what's up, man? Everything good? And he's like, no, Mexico lost.
Yeah. I felt like cool. I was thinking if Mexico had won, that would have made LA energy even crazy. LeBron, Mexico winning. Now we don't really have like
Mexico's all we got as far as soccer goes.
Yeah, it's over now. Yeah. Now there's no kind of tie to us.
Well, another win for Russia.
I'm gonna root for Russia. I like the chaos.
Don't do that. You might as well, because they could literally run the world in not too long a time.
I'm going to learn Russian.
You should start. Yeah. Teach Dom.
Yeah. I was going to teach him Chinese and Spanish, but you might as well just teach him Russian.
Just get right to the point. Get to what matters. Let him get a job later. Okay. Last and final thing.
Yeah.
Roger Federer. When is Wimbledon?
It's starting today.
So excited. Now that I'm a tennis player. Roger Federer just left Nike.
Yeah.
Another L for Nike.
Yeah, I think he still is with the shoes though.
Shoes, and he signed a 10-year, $300 million deal with Uniqlo.
Crazy, right?
Interesting.
You know what's crazy is she's 36, I think. You're saying a 10-year deal with the 36-year-old?
Good for him. Because you want to know why? He's gonna have signature polos even when he retires.
What do you think about it?
Oh, man. I'm going to be honest.
Do you shop Uniqlo? Have you ever bought Uniqlo activewear?
No. So here's the problem. I've never bought Uniqlo activewear. I'm not actually a real tennis fan. I just want to be. All that I can grasp is leaving someone like Nike, who's so big in all of sports, for someone like Uniqlo. It's such a new direction, and for that amount of money, and for Nike to lose that real estate. But I'm down for it. I think it's cool. I think I like when new stuff happens on that big of a level. It's like, ooh, someone's making a run here. Like someone's going for it. Who knows? It might tank. It might not be worth it at all. Yeah. But I like the aggressive moves to try to take new land, unless it's by Russia.
Russian signed Roger Federer to a 25-year deal.
Leave him alone.
I like it because I think it's a good move for Uniqlo, who's been trying to figure out activewear. They actually make really great product, and it's a really good price. Like polos that you could play tennis in, great. Like
how much?
$30.
Yeah.
They have their expensive stuff, but then they have daily stuff. And you catch it on sale, it's like $15, $20 sometimes.
Yeah.
They make great shirts, great shorts. They make great basic activewear.
Yeah.
And then they have their kind of technology stuff that you can kind of play around with. And I like it because Uniqlo's main business is still Asia, Japan, China, other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And tennis and golf are so big. They have a much bigger impact in those countries than they do here, especially golf, even in those countries. So I think that active lifestyle is more prevalent and is in Asia and Europe than it is in America. In America, these sports have kind of died.
Yeah.
When Tiger Woods and Pete Sampras, we just haven't had that sports golf moment. It's like rock and roll. I don't know when we're going to have a tennis or golf moment in
LA. I think tennis is gone forever.
Gone, huh?
Yeah. I don't see a resurgence.
Which is crazy. It was so big in my childhood. Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras was like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
It was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Millions of people watched it. We all dressed like it, bought the shoes. People bought Agassi's.
Yeah.
The shoes would sell out.
Yeah.
And I think seeing that Uniqlo make this move, I think it's interesting because it's more of a global play. And I think it's a good move for Nike. Nike had record sales last quarter.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it's all because of Virgil. Because you started paying attention to the brand again.
Yeah.
They always obviously had good product, like the Vapor Max, that Air Max, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And they just had a moment where they got the good collaborators. They got the they kind of got some momentum back.
Yeah.
And kids started paying attention to Nike. I think brand Jordan is still in a very difficult place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see their impact unless something big happens. Like, they need to make a big shift.
Yeah.
But I think their day in, day out Nike business seems to have gotten a lot stronger.
Yep.
And I think a lot had to do with the whole Virgil thing. Like, everyone paid attention to Nike immediately after.
You know what I'd love to hear, just as a branding fan and of what Nike's done for so long, is as a company that has built their entire company on elite athletics and running and things like that. Like, I wonder how they explain the Virgil project in their ecosystem, because the biggest thing that they've done in years athletic. Is not an athlete. It's I just wonder. I'm sure they have a twist, but I would like to hear how a company that big, built on one thing that nobody cares about anymore, pivots their entire mission as a business to fit now their new. You know,
even like Sean Witherspoon Air Max. Do you know that shoe?
Yeah,
the colorful one.
Yeah, is that the one that Mickey had on this weekend?
Yeah. So that shoe is created by Sean Witherspoon, who owns a retail store in Melrose called Round 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the hottest shoe.
Yeah.
That's a retailer.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder what they would say.
He's not a runner. He's not. Maybe he runs casually like I do, but he's not like a marathon runner.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's arguably had the hottest shoe of Nike this year outside of Off-White. So like all the top moments in Nike this year are by non-athletes.
Yeah. And I would even say that the biggest LeBron moment was the LeBron Kith thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's your biggest athlete.
Yeah.
But you had to tap into streetwear design, sort of. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just wonder how they're repositioning the wording.
Yeah,
because in all of Shoe Dog, great book.
It was all about running.
Nothing about streetwear.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anything about Virgil in there.
No. Where was Virgil in Shoe Dog?
Didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
So, just curious.
And then they got a Jerry Lorenzo collab coming.
Yeah.
So that'll happen.
So that train is just going to continue.
Yeah.
Those are going to work.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be another guy.
You need a group chat
Feig.
shoe.
Just so
a shoe that you can listen to podcasts on.
Think about it. All right, and on that terrible suggestion note, we're going to wrap it up. Guys, please continue to subscribe. Comment below. We're always looking. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our podcast. It's on iTunes, everywhere where podcasts are. We've been doing Friday episodes.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot of work and a lot of team members to do the video and all that stuff. So we've been doing just strictly podcasts only on Fridays, and we might start increasing maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're not sure. But go check us out. Just search Group Chat on all of those platforms. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. Thank you.
Good day.
Good night.